This week marks an anniversary of a very big explosion off Vancouver Island, a big bang in the waters between Vancouver Island and the mainland 55 years ago. Bruce Kirkpatrick reports.
1875, the U.S. Navy ship Saranac loads coal in Nanaimo. Later that year, it would strike Ripple Rock and sink. 5 large vessels sank, as well as over 100 smaller craft lost due to a monstrous hazard to navigation, just below the surface in Seymour Narrows near Campbell River.
Captain George Vancouver called it one of the vilest stretches of water he'd ever found. It's because you had to make a turn into it, and then you were facing a huge tide, and probably 114 people that we know of died at Ripple Rock.
By 1931, discussions began to find a way to destroy Ripple Rock, and by 1942 it was a federal order.
The cabinet decided Ripple Rock had to go so they could move supplies for the war effort up the north coast. And while they were attempting to remove it in different ways, the William J. Stewart was sunk in 1944.
While plans were made and remade, by 1953 engineers considered a nuclear explosion,
but then wrote it off because of the radioactive plume that would be sprayed across the landscape if they did that, and the impact on fisheries.
It was decided to tunnel into the underwater mountain from Mudge Island off Quadra Island using drills like this one at the Royal BC Museum, creating chambers of explosives to destroy Ripple Rock from within. Using a model of Ripple Rock as a guide, 60 hard rock miners went to work in 3 shifts, placing 1,270 tons of explosive in 30,000 individual tins inside the mountain. On April 5th, 1958, 9:31 a.m., Ripple Rock blew up. But not everyone was happy. The rock called Ripple was gone,
because they saw it as something that could be used to anchor a bridge to the mainland.
But Ripple Rock was blown to pieces and passed into engineering history 55 years ago this week in history.
This Week in History, brought to you by the Royal BC Museum, bringing British Columbia's stories together.